So before I start this video, I want to say two things. Number one, thank you so much to Yarny Cat Crochet for the shout out on YouTube. I am beyond stoked that I already have subscribers. This was something that I didn't think was going to happen for a very long time. Number two, I'm using new equipment, and that's probably why it looks a little funky. And I apologize as I am on a learning curve here and just trying to make the best content possible. With that being said, let's dig right in. Hello and welcome to another Merry Making Monday. I am going to be showing you today how to make a reversible hat. Here on the Merry Maker, we're trying to show you how to make all sorts of different stuff. Most of it is yarn based and today is no exception. So in order to make a reversible hat, you need two different strips of fabric. If you were a sewer, you can use felt. Felt makes a nice warm winter hat. Um, these are approximately 8 inches high and 20 inches across to fit a young woman. The fabric on the bottom is Lime Brand's homespun called Listeria. And the one on top is Plaid Pooling by Loops and Threads. And I am going to join them along this part here with a single crochet stitch. And this will be the bottom of the hat. So we're gonna, and you can do that with your sewing machine a lot quicker than I can with my hands. But pretty much you want to make sure that these edges are nice and even when you join them all the way down. And then I'll join you when we get here. Okay, now that I'm coming to the end here, I'm faced with a decision. Now, just so you can see, this is how the outside of the hat is going to look eventually. Now, I don't like cutting my yarn any more than I have to, but if you don't care, you don't have to have the decision that I'm about to have, or if you're a sewer, you're not about to have the decision that I'm about to have, and that is to decide which direction I am going. But I'm going to flip this out so that's got one color on top and one color on the bottom. And I am going to join same color to the same color. Now, no matter how you're joining this, whether you're sewing or you're crocheting, you're going to proceed to sew/join almost all the way around the piece. Somewhere you're going to want to leave yourself about 2 inches where you do not join, do not sew. And basically once you're done with sewing or joining your work, you're going to turn it inside out. And then this loveliness will be reversible when you tuck one inside the other. And that's kind of hard to see right now. But we're going to join these two together in the way that I've described, and then I'll show you how this turns inside out. So now I have joined all along this side, all along this side, and then I left a gap here. I joined all along this side, and then I left a gap here. And this is because when I tried to turn it inside out off camera, I realized that the light side is a little bit taller than the dark side. So that was to make up for my mistake. So once you have everything joined and you've got your little hole, you start turning it inside out or right side out, whichever way you like to think about it. And if you've ever put on pantyhose or compression socks, it's the same kind of feel of turning it inside out. And it should look something akin to this. So now all your seams are on the inside, but this still does not look like a hat, does it? So what you do is you fold one side inside of the other, and this is why I left the holes, because that little extra bit of fabric gets poked out through the top and makes this into a cute little cat type hat. And if you don't want these, just join, once you've flipped it inside out, sew those together and it can be done. And that leaves you with a square hat, and if you want, you can join those there and it will no longer be square. So I would say that because this is for a person who has a smaller head, that this came out pretty perfect. Remember I said I made it 8 inches tall and 20 inches around. So how big you make your hat is going to be dependent on how big the head is. You know, if you're making a hat for a baby, it's going to be a lot smaller. And if you're making a hat for your big Uncle Ed, it's going to be a lot bigger. So thank you again to Yarny Cat Crochet for sending subscribers my way. Feel free to comment below on something you would like to learn. This channel is going to be all about learning and growing together, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Bye.